Hey everybody, this is Riker Rider, and welcome back to Let's Play Earthbound. I rested up at the inn and bought a few more supplies before coming in here. Let's give the signed banana to Mr. Spoon and get access to a new area. A huge monster rat, wow. I don't know if I want to check this out. Unfortunately, we kind of have to. And the four-side sewers is crawling with nasties. There's a few items I'd like to pick up, though. In this one is a broken iron. That becomes a slime generator when fixed. It's useless. And here we have a couple of new enemies. The Stinky Ghost and the Deadly Mouse, both of which are nasty enemies. The Stinky Ghost is the one you want to prioritize. They have quite a bit of HP and an assload of defense. To be exact, they have 444 HP, and they are vulnerable to PSI fire. But it's really not worth using because I can do more damage with PSI freeze. And the deadly mice are just like the rowdy mice in that they will critical hit most of the time, but they hit even harder. The deadly mouse has 416 HP and takes a lot of damage from PSI, so that's the way to go. A lot of enemies down here are vulnerable to PSI. Other than that, they're pretty much just like their old counterparts. The enemies around here are worth a lot of experience, so you can use this place to really level up. Brain Shock Alpha. You may remember that spell from earlier in the game. And here's the other new enemy that I wanted to demonstrate, the Filthy Attack Roach. These guys have low enough defense that your physical attacks can actually work on them. But since there's two of them, I want to take them out as quickly as possible. They take a lot of damage from PSI, and they're just vulnerable to even status PSI in general. They have 399 HP. And they can attack 2 times in one turn. Ow, 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 ow. That's not good. Wow, Josh is dead. I think that's the first time he's died in this run. If Josh dies, your lead party member who's still alive will get the auto fight and run away commands. Wow, I can't believe Josh is gonna die. Or he did die, rather. He's the most overpowered character in the game. And now you're starting to see the gut stat making a difference in survivability. Well, that's all the new enemies there are here, so I'm just gonna be able to edit out the rest of the battles, thankfully. I should have a couple life noodles somewhere around here. Yes, I do. Get poor Josh back on his feet. And then get poor Aaron back on his feet. Man, he needs the HP here. You really don't want Aaron dying, because then he'll fall even farther behind. And there's a croissant back here. Useless at this point. They only restore 60 HP. Oh, wow, that's a lot of enemies. There's a certain point I want to get to before I run out of PP. You can't actually walk all the way across on the walkways here because there's barrels, so you actually have to jump into the sewage. Disgusting! But this is the way to avoid most of the enemies, because enemies won't pop up too often while you're wading through the sewage. Man, I'm gonna have to take a long shower after I'm done with this. Oh, PU. The encounter rate's pretty high outside the sewage. See, those are the barrels I'm talking about. And in this trash can is a broken spray can. We came all the way out here for a broken spray can. Game. Well, it is a trash can. I guess that's where broken things go. There's a couple barrels blocking our way, so we have to go into the dirty, dirty, dirty water again. Now, I know there's a door up there that we can go through, but there's one chest that I want to get yet, before I go into that room. Man, those filthy attack roaches can do a number on you with their 2 attacks in 1 round. And we get the broken bazooka. Once Ace fixes that, that is going to be his main way to deal damage for the rest of the game. Come on. After you get Aaron, the difficulty of this game really spikes again. Enemies around here start to get extremely nasty. And they only get worse from here. The next Sanctuary dungeon has some pretty bad offenders. And in here is the last treasure chest, which contains a Rust Promoter Deluxe. This will come in very handy soon. Not now, soon. Aha, the magic butterfly room. These start to become few and far between late game. As a matter of fact, I think there's only a couple more of these left. So I am going to take a moment to recover all of my PP and be right back. Okay, we're back. Now we have all the items and we're at full HP and PP, so let's continue on. And meet this monster rat that Mr. Spoon was talking about. Oh, so... man. Just looking at this makes me want to take a shower. This is disgusting. You couldn't resist throwing one more enemy before the boss, could you, game? During that last battle, Aaron learned PSI Magnet Omega. I think that's all the healing I have to do before the fight, so let's talk to the Shining Spot. This is the 5th Your Sanctuary location. And that's a... man, he wasn't kidding when he found a monster rat. This is the Plague Rat of Doom. It has 1,827 hit points, a defense rating of 180, and a guts rating of 250, meaning that it will critical hit on almost every single attack. There's a few things it can do. It has a poison bite attack, it has a normal bite attack, and it has a normal attack. All of these do a lot of damage. Basically, you'll want to pummel this guy with as much firepower as possible because he hits extremely hard with those critical hits, dealing well in excess of 200 damage. Have Ace throw a super bomb every turn and pummel this guy with freeze. Even though PSI Fire does 75% damage as opposed to 50, the solidifying effect that can happen on freeze effects, that will buy you extra turns. The fewer turns this boss spends attacking, the better. Because you can fall behind on the healing in a real hurry. weapons won't even be able to pierce this rat's defenses. Alright, we got him! More levels, yay! And PSI fired Gamma. Alright, we can head up. But where does this take us? So the sanctuary was behind the department store. This is Magnet Hill. And we saw a baby's bottle. Keep that in mind for later. And in this treasure chest is the Carrot Key. Remember those bunny statues from Dalem? Well, that's how you get past them. I'm gonna see you guys back on the other end of the sewers. And we're back. Let's get out of this stinky place and take a shower. Alright, there's actually a couple of photo ops around here that I thought would be more convenient to get now. And there's another just outside the Dinosaur Museum. This will not trigger until after you defeat the Plague-Rat of Doom. You actually get a whole slew of them at once here. Man, I hope I have enough time to fit this into 1530. I'll see you guys next time in Dalem.